So if it's in the name of real hip hop, I personally would just advise the individual to do whatever it is his heart tells him to do.
The vice gripper type of pistol shit. I pistol whip when I'm pissing this shit. She's the reason lyrics get completely explicit. West bread, yes, she throws up the digits.
So, greetings, Earthlings. Welcome home to the ODDKAST. We are happy to be back for some more of it. Once again, coming at you, the bad example, Principal Black.
Your boy Big Plex.
Yeah, and it's been a hiatus of a couple weeks, brother. It's good to be in here.
Yeah, for sure.
We actually are in attendance on this one. We actually are in the building.
2 mics.
2 mics, 2 men, 2 thoughts, or 2 trains of thoughts, which inevitably will be 2 separate directions.
Yeah.
Hopefully, aiming at the same goal. So, how was your week?
Some more of it, like we always say. It wasn't too bad. Bunch of trials. I work in litigation when I'm not bubbing it. And,
Yeah. We had some interesting and unfortunate chain of events here lately with the Klan. I don't know, did you want to open up about that or just
yeah, I can talk about it.
I mean, not in depth, but you know.
Yeah, so what happened with me about 3 weeks ago, my father went into the hospital, ended up in hospice care, and unfortunately passed away. And so I ended up having to immediately jettison the city and head over to where he was at, and that kind of forced us not to be able to do anything for the last couple of weeks. But because we have stuff, we were still able to upload this past weekend and this past week and get things, get the ball rolling again. So
we got materials.
Yeah. Don't think because you hear it late that we just recording late. No, we got a catalog.
Yeah, and ultimately we're not rich, so life kick our ass. We still
all
trying to get
all
to
the
it.
time.
Life kicks our ass. So thus the term, some more of it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
How
then I know what you were gonna say. How about mine? I was like, yeah. I had to stretch and crack my neck for this. So after that unfortunate event, I get a text message from my god baby telling me give her a call. It's about Junior. And he has volunteered himself to the other side. Let's just call it for now. The other side of that wall, that fence. I'll talk about it further. It's new, so I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, because I don't want to. So I'm dealing with some of that. You know what I mean? First time ever.
Yeah.
It's some more of it, man. I don't really know what to do. You know what I mean? Other than go through it and try to recollect what I was putting moms through back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Just the shoe is on the other foot now.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn, to swim those waters. But it's all good, man. We give praises to the Most High. All you can do is try to think positive, and we talk a lot of shit, and we speak from both points of the coin sometimes when it comes to like religion and stuff. We don't really care about it like that, but we do believe in the Most High.
Absolutely.
We do believe in humanity.
Absolutely.
We are empathetic to all steps and walks of life and all perspectives. That's why we put this little program together, the ODDKAST. So it is what it is, brother.
Yeah.
But we got some talking points today. Today I've been, since over our hiatus, I did a whole lot of kind of deep dive into technology, the goods and the bads, the pros and cons. And how we're moving slowly away from like humanity. And it's like, how when you live, like, it's like being with somebody, not necessarily in a relationship, say like a homie, or like we were when we were young. We were always around each other. You can say pretty much every day.
Exactly.
We were around each other every day. So the subtle changes about each other. You was always a tall, big guy. Dennis was always a short, stocky guy. Rick Rock was always like a middle-built, buff guy.
Yeah.
I was always a skinny guy. So when we shift in changes, we not really seeing the subtle little changes because we're around each other every day. And then one day, years later, we just look up like, oh, nigga, you this or you that. You used to be this, but you wasn't paying attention because it's right there in your face.
Yep.
So
what is it? Ubiquitous.
There you go. It's exactly. and it's in our face every day. So I watched a documentary that pointed out something to me that I wouldn't have thought of. It's like we've been seeing this shit since the fucking remote control.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, and I was high. You know when you off that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
You get to really deep diving. I'm all the way in now.
Yeah. So I was off that bullshit, and I'm watching it, and the motherfucker said, this shit's been going on since the remote control. And immediately it clicked. When I was younger, we had the poor TV. We had the one you had to turn the little.
I had one of those too.
Yeah. So and it was like channel 13 was always one at work, and then on the little bottom one you would put it on like the U channel to get the after night whatever's playing. Yeah. So yeah, I just pretty much told our age, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? You know, but
it's all good. It's gonna come out eventually one day.
Yeah.
You know?
But the remote control was introduced, and that shit was phenomenal for America. And with broke niggas, especially when we got a TV finally that you needed a remote control, we was on, even though it was a late model. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, this shit has been happening since the fucking remote control. And I start thinking about all the other little small nuances with shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? That they put, and it's like it's presented as a convenience, which it is in a sense. But the convenience that it's for is really laziness.
Yeah.
I mean, what you think about that?
Well, it is. I mean, let's start off with it. First, you had the TV. You know, you had a TV guide that came in the paper, or you bought the subscription to TV Guide.
Yeah.
Then you know you got the remote control that came about.
Yeah.
You know, so you didn't have to get up, or as you call it, have one of your slaves change the channel.
Yes, they will be.
And then from there, I mean, we had the Betamax, then the VHS. You know, so now you didn't really need to worry about being home to catch a program that you wanted to watch. You can just record your program and watch it whenever you want.
Right.
Fast forward a few years, I think it's maybe 10 years from there, we had the guide, we had DVR systems.
Right.
You know, so now you didn't have to, you can just set it up to record the show whenever, you can watch it whenever. Then you had, you know, all these new technologies starting to emerge, and slowly but surely you didn't have to do much of nothing but just the initial setup.
The initial setup, which, like I spoke in Prosperous, like a company could essentially say, shit, if we can design or find somebody, pay somebody, whatever, to design a system, robotics, or whatever kind of mechanism we need to do this same thing. You know what I mean? That this human is doing. You know what I mean? Get all the humans out the jobs. And we're not paying this other, and we're not paying that extra cost for manpower. You know, and it will trickle down to the consumer in a fashion of a convenience. Consumers will love it. They'll buy it. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. So now in the household, that extra little get up, even though it's not really much of an exercise, but it's still that get up and move, you know, to change the channel. Now you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now you don't even have to get up and push a button on a remote. Like grab the coffee table, the remote off the coffee table and push the button. Now you can just say, Alexa or Google, turn on the TV, or even Xbox has that built in where, for real, where you walk into the room and it'll identify that you're there. See, for me, my paranoia doesn't allow that. Yeah, my paranoia really doesn't allow for the Googles and the Alexas and all that stuff, because I feel like they constantly recording me. Not that I have anything to hide, but I don't want you recording me. Where is this going? I mean, fast forward 100 years in Alexa, come wipe my ass, because I said so. That's it. Or Alexa, bidet, please. Yeah. I mean, it's the shit is, even a TV guide, like you mentioned, there was TV guide at one time, forced you to read. Yeah. You know, now they have hit this button and we will read it to you. You will listen. Now, to obtain the information is on you, but you're no longer even working your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what was that movie? I think it was a Pixar or a Disney movie. With the little robot. Which one? I watch them, but not too often. If I watch them, it got something to do with it.
It was basically, I can't think of the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. It'll come up to me, but basically the premise was eventually the people were just in these little pods, and all they were doing was eating. They were in little like Barker lounger chairs.
I don't know. I might have missed that one. I don't know, but that sounds about what we talking about. You know what I mean? Because everything else was done by some kind of AI.
Yeah, and that's
okay.
that's the next thing.
And which what we're talking about is attached to the first bullet point, which is when are the advancements going too
Wally.
far?
That was
Wally.
it.
Okay.
Wally.
Okay.
Grind thirsty. Yeah, yes sir. Yo, it's the ugly. I'm about to break it. Man, fuck that. Check it out. Power and momentum. Vocal bullets bring the host to your building. Same time, feed the souls of your children. Closed minds get exposed to the vision. Same time, double-edged sword to the throat of the serpent and kingdom. Kinda hard not to walk in the blues. Hard to walk the avenues with